friends, today I am making some baked chicken, and this is a super simple recipe and one that we have used in our family for years because we love it so much. The awesome thing about this one is that no matter what kind of diet you're on, if you're eating protein, and you want to keep your carb count down, so whether it be the paleo diet, we did a diet one time called the 4-Hour Body. Hi Tamara. We currently do a nutrition plan that's called the Zone, and so this is like a low carb, great source of protein, has a little bit of fat with olive oil in it and some spices. And so this is one of our all-time favorite recipes that we have been using for years. So today I'm actually using some chicken thighs. It kind of, for me, depends on, hi Charlotte, hi Lacey. It kind of depends on what's on sale at the grocery store for me personally. And so we like chicken thighs a lot. You can use this recipe for boneless, skinless chicken breast or bone-in chicken breast. You could use it for drumsticks or chicken wings. So this is a really versatile recipe that we love. So the first thing that I do, and I've already done this today, is if your chicken has skin on it, I always take the skin off because that skin is a lot of extra fat that I don't really want in my diet. You could do it with the skin on. If you eat the skin on your chicken, that's fine. You could do that. And so I usually take it, I skin it, I'll put a little olive oil in the bottom of my pan, and then I will take my chicken and rub it in that olive oil and then flip it over, and I get the olive oil on both sides, whether it be breast or thighs or whatever it might be. And so that's the first thing that you want to do. Then this recipe has a couple of spices in it. So it has garlic powder, and so that's one of the spices that's in it. And I already have my spices already pre-mixed right here, so I'm not going to have to measure them out because, like I said, this is a recipe that we use a lot. And so because I use it probably a couple of times a month, I already have my spices mixed up. And so garlic powder is one thing that's in it. Another thing is onion powder. And so I'm transitioning over and trying to eventually get all my spices organic. This one is just the Kroger brand, and so when I'm all out of this Kroger brand of garlic, I've already got some organic garlic that I'm going to use that I think I got from Azure Standard. And so this is the Simple Truth brand Kroger, that is their organic brand at Kroger, and so it's usually pretty reasonably priced. So this is onion powder. I'm going to put the whole recipe with the amounts of each in the comments for you, and so you'll have the recipe because this is a really, really good recipe that you will love. Another thing that is in it is just black pepper, and so some black pepper is in my seasoning mix right here, and some salt. And so I like to use sea salt because sea salt is actual salt, like a mineral. Whereas if you're using Morton salt, hi Dawn, or another kind of salt like that, that is actually made from a chemical process. And so yes, it's iodized. It has the iodine in it that we all need iodine in our bodies. But sea salt is a healthier alternative and an actual mineral that has some great benefits. And then the last thing that I haven't mentioned is chili powder. Chili powder is another one of the ingredients that's in this recipe. So, and I just was thinking about this today. One thing that I'm going to do, I have my spices already pre-mixed in this little container right here. And so I usually just take a spoon and I sprinkle it over my chicken and put it on that way. But I thought, as soon as I have an empty spice container, I'm gonna keep these pre-mixed in one of my little spice containers that I can just sprinkle on top of my chicken, and that will make it a lot easier. So that's something that I'm gonna start doing when I have an empty container. I like to repurpose things like that because I believe very much in recycling and not putting more plastics in the landfill and things like that. And so if I can repurpose things, I love to do that. And so we try to recycle everything that we can at our house. All right, so I'm just gonna sprinkle this on my chicken thighs right here. And I'll flip them over because I want it to be on both sides. And I'll show you, you don't need to like coat them in it, just a nice light sprinkling, kind of like this is what you want. And so, and sometimes I'll even take and put one on top of one that has the seasoning on it and get it on that way. But I'm gonna flip them all over now, and I'm gonna get it on the other side. Hi, Kim. And have that seasoning on both sides. So I'll sprinkle some on the other side. And then I'm gonna bake this once I have all my seasonings on here. I'm gonna bake it at about 400, and it usually takes, it depends on the size of your chicken, anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes or so in the oven. And I'll typically take my meat thermometer and poke it in the biggest one. Hi, Tiffany. And just check it, because I'm pretty sure, sometimes I have to look it up. I think you want your chicken to be cooked to 165 degrees. And so once your biggest part is cooked to 165 degrees, you know that it is cooked enough and safe to eat. But this chicken, so here's what it looks like with the spices on it. This chicken, one of the things that I love about it, the olive oil, it keeps it nice and moist, and so it doesn't get dried out either. And so it's just a great recipe that we really love. And that's it. It's so easy. So I like easy things. It's great as leftovers too. We eat leftovers at our house. We don't waste anything. And so I'm going to put it in the oven now, and we're going to have this for lunch today. So I hope you like the recipe. I will post it in the comments for you, and let me know if you try it and how you like it.